This place is an armpit. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I asked you guys on Twitter to give me some places to look up on Yelp because I wanted to read some funny and terrible reviews. Most of them I want to be 1 star, but if there's only 2 stars, then that's what we'll have to work with. Some of the local stuff for my state has been really fucking hilarious. I think that you guys would get a kick out of it. First, let's look up Little Caesars. Oh, okay, so this one's juicy. It's not really that funny, but it seems pretty juicy, so I'm gonna go ahead and start reading it. 3 times and you're out. This place will never receive my business again. I've been a customer for quick, cheap pizza for close to 8 years. Having 3 bad experiences at this restaurant over the past couple of months, I finally decided to speak to a manager. We called our order ahead because it was a Friday and we knew it would be busy. We were told 15 minutes and that worked out as we were 15 minutes away. Upon parking, we saw it was busy, so we waited another 5 minutes before my boyfriend went in. After entering the store and waiting in line, my boyfriend paid for our 4 pizzas and stood off to the side and waited. Another 10 to 15 minutes went by after seeing 3 customers come in, order, and pay and walk out with their pizzas, no call aheads. My boyfriend asked for a refund. The cashier, showing no care, refunded the money and my boyfriend left. After waiting close to an hour for pizza, we called ahead I decided it was best to speak to a manager about our experience. As I walked in, I saw the general manager's name posted, so I figured she would be best to talk to regarding my bad service. Unfortunately, I was met with the cashier with an attitude problem. When I asked for the general manager's contact information, she sighed, rolled her eyes, and made faces as she walked away to speak to others. She came back to say the general manager actually was here, and I then asked to speak with her. Again, the cashier sighed and rolled her eyes, and I asked her not to be so rude with her facial expressions. Again, she went to speak to 2 females making pizzas. Conversation was had, and I stood and waited. The cashier never came back, and I waited close to 5 minutes for the general manager to speak to me. When she finally came over to me, she was rude from the start and asked me if I was the one that wanted to speak to her. She clearly knew that I was, as I could see her the entire time, and she looked up at me as the cashier spoke to her both times. The conversation that was had was disrespectful, rude, and unprofessional. She made no attempts to right the wrongs and pretty much told me to get over it because they had a broken oven. I asked why that wasn't disclosed when we called in our order over an hour ago. She then claimed I was lying about the timeline and that we got our money refunded and we should be happy. She then told us to go to the other blank location if the service was so bad at her store. I asked for her boss's contact information and she laughed, used colorful language, walked away, and said she wasn't helping me anymore. As I walked out, the cashier, very smug, said, "Have a good night, bitch." Whew. That's fucking rough. I tried my best to maintain my cool during the conversation, but I know I failed, especially towards the end when the manager clearly was not going to help the situation. I had waited an hour for my whole family in the car for pizza we never received, and I was met with such a rude, unprofessional manager when I wanted to voice my disappointment. If the ovens were in fact broken, that should have clearly been stated to all customers, and the wait time on a busy Friday night should have reflected that. I would have waited an hour without annoyance if I was told that from the beginning, but to be told 15 minutes to an hour later, still no food, that's unacceptable. Customers are not always right, but as a manager, when you are faced with an upset customer, your attitude will have a lot to do with the outcome. She's very fucking right. We have a 2 star. Staff look as if they never clean their uniforms. For me, that's a big no-no. I don't mean a little dust there, a little spot here. I mean dirty and unkempt. We only went here 1 time and don't plan on going back. The pizza was cold and the breadsticks were stiff and old. I will drive a few more minutes and hit up the one at Kmart. They taste better from there anyways. Damn! You know your breadsticks are bad when Kmart's better. Kmart isn't even fucking around here anymore. Holy fuck. Hi, Karma. You wanna say hello? Oh. Karma says hello. Oh. So the next place that we're gonna look up was Cape Fear Serpentarium. I'm guessing that is a snake place. I mean, that's what it sounds like. Oh, it's not here. We're gonna look it up on Google because I want to see why it's so bad. It's permanently closed. 286 reviews. Okay, guys, this is the fucking tea. Great place when it was open. Apparently the wife owner killed the husband owner, so now it's closed temporarily, allegedly. People should just divorce instead of killing your spouse. Holy shit, that's wild. Ooh, I found a 1-star. They probably should put on their website that it's closed down right now. Save some people a drive. That poor guy, I wonder how far he went to go there. Ooh, I found another one. What the fuck? The guy is very dirty. His child lives upstairs with rats and poisonous snakes. The snakes get out the 2 times I have been there. Be careful. I'm from Wilmington and suggest you stay away. Any good comments must be his temporary employees. Also, he made a self-portrait of himself. Scary. Oh my god, so guess what, artists out there? If you make a self-portrait of yourself, you're scary. This guy on here says, oh, I would totally believe it's a great place just by reading the review the owner posted. What the fuck? I enjoyed the feeling of the snakes and I will visit it again. I mean, snakes do kind of feel good, but who goes on the internet and it's just like, I enjoyed the feeling of the snakes. I'll be coming back. Disgusting. I don't know why you'd enjoy looking at creatures like these. Look, Yehoshua, don't fucking judge us. Some of us just like the feeling of the snakes, okay? Do not waste your time. First off, calling this a carnival sideshow would be a compliment. The owner blames his full price on the tax that North Carolina imposes. I fully support the Constitution, but this owner's anti-government conspiracy theories displayed at the entrance have no basis. The feeding was decent, yet they will literally shush you so they can talk. Complete waste of time. I should have went to the Cape Fear Museum. We'll do the Family Dollar. I know these are gonna be juicy because the Family Dollars around here can get ratchet. Shit, bitch. Another girl named Amanda, what's up, girl, said, this place was a disaster. I'm guessing because it was the day they get new stock, but there were boxes and piles of crap everywhere. It was a mess. I couldn't find gift cards, which is why I stopped in, because they were hiding behind a shopping cart of random junk. I only saw one employee working at the time, and he was bringing out items from the back. Apparently something fell and I can hear him groaning and getting angry from the next aisle over. Maybe it is better on days they aren't stocking, but they need some help in the organization department. Almost every Family Dollar I've ever been to, around me at least, except for 1 or 2, have had overstock just in the middle of the aisles and everywhere where you can't get by. And it's just like, you guys should probably like get some bigger buildings or have like bigger storage so that you can put that stuff up so that it's not in everyone's way, because part of being a good business is presentation. Let's do Walmart. Is this the same girl? The same Amanda? Yes, it is. What the fuck? We're gonna skip past her. Someone said, some lazy ass employees. Some are nice. Horrible manager. They pitched 24-hour service when they brought the store here, but that's over. Already wrote Bentonville, if they run out of anything, it will be 3 weeks to 6 months before it's back on the shelf. The gas station is just as bad. The Family Dollar across the street has better management. This store ran another small business out of town. I didn't care when that happened, but now I'm pissed about it. Get your crap together, Walmart. Update, this review was for the old manager. I see it's under new management now. I'm gonna look up the Captain D's that I worked at for the first time. I'm gonna specifically look up the one that I worked at. This person said, wow, the food was great. Actually, it was a problem with the service. Waited at least 50 minutes to get our order. The wait was unbelievable. The girls up front taking orders knew there was a tremendously long wait, but said nothing. People inside the restaurant were getting edgy. All right, this person said, I added a kid's meal for 99 cents since I purchased 2 adult entrees. I get home and I'm ready to eat. They forgot to give me the kid's meal. So I called, phone rang forever. Finally, someone answered. After I asked for a manager, I was told it will be a second. After waiting 5 minutes on a silent hold, no one came back to the phone. Oh well, it was only 99¢, only my money. Maybe all the money they pocket from customers, they will hire people who care about doing their job. It's the Amanda girl again! Ah! Alright, we're gonna read this. Always gives 3 stars. Always. She just wants to be heard. The food is tolerable at best. It's fast food fish. Who expects gourmet? Not me, but I don't really like fish to begin with. Overall, it doesn't make you want to vomit, but it isn't somewhere that I frequent either. Let's do McDonald's. This one is the closest one to me. It's got 2 stars. It says extremely slow service and miserable employees. The order came out wrong, and when I asked for it to be corrected, the cashier at the window was rude and complaining about me, which I heard every word of because she forgot to close the door. Tried this restaurant again, hoping the poor service was a one-time thing, and it unfortunately was not. I had Halloween coupons for free items. The coupons say right on them that they can be combined. It took 15 minutes to check out, and when I had to ring out each order separately, and each time, because I wanted to use my debit, a manager came over to put the transaction through. I expected more to that review. That's why that kind of ended that way. This guy said, quick service, but it was so quick that my burger was not cooked all of the way. The ice cream machine was down, as is usual for McDonald's. Well, on a positive note, this was probably the cleanest I have seen in McDonald's. Polite and professional service. This lady said, this franchise is filthy. One of the only upsides to McDonald's is that it is fast and clean. Hey, people is not cheap anymore. Stop lying to yourself. So breakfast on the way to Home Depot sounded like a good idea. Not so much. Dined in. Big mistake. Every single table is dirty. Files everywhere. Disgusting. Order was wrong and the manager didn't care. At all. And it was not fast, but the real clincher, the cook on the grill, in front of all of the customers, puts his sanitation gloves in his mouth. Fucking nasty. To hold them while he put them on. As one diner said, might as well lick our food. Look around here and tell me that you are okay with eating the food that comes out of here. Let me reiterate, it is not because I am complaining about McDonald's quality. This place needs to be inspected and shut down until it's minimally clean. Oh, and don't ask for clarification on the zombie at the register. The shame didn't come from eating here. The shame comes from letting such a shitty experience almost ruin my day. Damn, Brenda. I like the way you worded that, but holy fuck. Sorry you had such a shitty experience. This person said, worst restaurant ever. Seriously, stay far, far away. In all the years I have been forced to go here, due to grandchildren wanting the nasty Happy Meals, I genuinely believe neither the employees nor any member of management care one bit if you are even remotely satisfied with any part of your visit to this particular McDonald's. And calling the home office does absolutely no good. You get nothing but lip service, then ultimately blown off. It is the trickle-down effect, straight from the top, certainly nothing like the good old McDonald's that I remember. Okay, alright, honorable mention. This guy said, this place is an armpit. Some of the rudest people ever. They need to automate and fire a lot of them. Typical uneducated nowhere people. That's fucking funny. Well, that was spicy. I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to these Yelp reviews with me today. If you like this video and my content, please subscribe. I put out new videos once a week. I will see you guys next week. Bye!